Hi friends. I am Julie. Welcome to the channel Bollywood King. Here in this channel I usually react to different interesting Shah Rukh Khan videos. Today I am going to watch Shah Rukh Khan's interview about Billu Barber controversy, Aamir Khan etc. Of course, it is from 2009. I hope you will enjoy the video. Let's start without losing any time.
Hi, this is Umar Qureshi for Zoom. I'm sitting with Shah Rukh Khan, whose new movie Billu is releasing. Hi Shah Rukh, welcome on the show.
Thank you, Umar.
Hi. So tell me, what's up with the barber story? I mean, you're having a bad hair day.
I think the association, which is known as the Beauty and Salon Hairdressers Association of Maharashtra, and some affiliated bodies feel the term barber is basically connotating or referring to a caste, which I don't understand. My knowledge is not so much that I can say yeah, they're right or wrong, but they do believe that barber actually stands for a caste. And it's not just a name or an English word meaning somebody who designs or cuts or dresses hair. They were very keen on the fact that it should not be used because it's derogatory to the profession. The film Billu Barber, or now Billu, or hairdresser, or whatever we call it, is no longer, in no which way wanting to be, it wasn't about a profession to begin with. Billu is about a relationship between a person who's from an ordinary life and a person who has an extraordinary life, at least from the outside. In no which way was it to say this life is better or that. As a matter of fact, we sort of say that at the end of it all, we're all good humans, and we have good feelings in our heart. So even as a production house, Red Chillies has never tried to step on anybody's toes or make controversial films. We make films for entertainment. We make films because we don't love ourselves. We make films because we love the audience. Some of the audience, or a large part of the audience, could have been from the profession of hairdressing, and the film is not meant to irk them. So when they talked about it, they were not agitated, they were very emotional and passionate about it. And I respect that, because I tried to explain it to them.
I remember I was shocked when first heard about it. I think this was very silly claim. And this kind of things always happen to Shah Rukh Khan, unfortunately.
That I don't understand how it stands for a caste. Like an actor doesn't stand for a caste. A doctor doesn't stand for a caste, it stands for a profession. But they were very clear in this, and they say they've made a lot of appeals all around to the governments that it should be included as a word of atrocity, etc., etc. I don't know the details, but as far as we are concerned, in spirit, we said yes, wherever the publicity has gone out, we can't do anything about it, but we'll erase the word barber. In the movie, if they see it and if there are one or two words like hajam and nai, we'll beep it out. But that's as much as we can do as a producer. So in spirit, they understood. We are willing to listen to what they wish. Practically, it may be difficult to do it exactly as they want. So they respect that. And they said, it's okay, as long as you are ready to make that move. We mean to entertain people, not disturb them. So I'm okay with it.
Now the movie is just plain Billu.
Now the movie is anything you want to call it. It's the first film without a title.
Aren't you setting a trend in the future? I mean, words like God, thief, doctor, like you said. I mean, will there be protests, you think?
See, in our country, you can protest about anything. And till such time that protest is heard and brought to its conclusion, if your business is going to get affected, if you are emotionally, like I am in this case, I don't want to hurt anyone. So you can take your own decision. But I don't think it's a precedent. I think it has been already set. There have been films which have released and people have reacted violently, to aggressively, to passionately against certain things. Sometimes they've got their way. Legally, maybe I can still fight this. But here, I'm very clear. Red Chillies Entertainment has decided that we are not going the legal way. We will just listen to what they wish and try to fulfill their desire. Whether it's going to become a thing now, that's for the others to take a decision. And yeah, if suppose tomorrow the other filmmakers put a case on me that why did you start it, now we have to also do it, so be it. I'll say sorry to them also.
No, but you're very emotional when you're saying this. It doesn't mean you're going to stop having haircuts in India from now on?
No. That's got nothing to do with this film. I'm just a little disturbed because I didn't think the film has got anything anti about any profession. As a matter of fact, if I may say so, the film highlights a profession which is in small towns at least perhaps ignored, and tells you how great the character in this film is, and he's from this profession. So overall, I explained to them that when you see the film, you'll actually say, oh wow, you've shown our profession and the character in a great light. But having said that, if somebody's got an issue which cannot be explained, I cannot take that kind of time and explain my movie to someone. So I'm like, okay, it's really sad. I think it's sad because nowhere is there an attempt in this movie to deride any profession or anybody. It's a film about goodness, love, friendship, niceness, and it's a fantastic film, I think.
In this movie, you have all your heroines dancing to your tunes, item numbers from Kareena, Priyanka, Deepika.
I think it's easily been classified as item numbers. The movie is about a film star going to a small town and shooting a movie.
Okay.
So it begins with, they talk about this movie star. And suddenly you cut to a song and you show that he's watching the rushes of his film. Right. So that part was a rush of his film. The second song comes when Billu and his wife are watching a cinema. His wife is a big fan of Shahrukh Khan. Okay. So she's watching it. So in the movie, these are songs and there's scenes which I'm shooting for the film and action which I'm shooting for the film, which is inherent to the storytelling. It's you know, whenever you make a film about films, you'll have movie actors acting in it. So Om Shanti Om was a film about films. Luck by Chance is a film about films. And Billu Barber is, or Billu Hairdresser, or Billu is also a film about a movie star going and shooting a film in a small town. Always gives it a little element of fun if you have real actors, you know. So much so that I've kept the name of the character, superstar Shah Rukh Khan, which sort of sounds like Shah Rukh Khan, you know. So it's just trying to make it a fiction commercial film having some bit of reality. Or Kareena's dancing with him in a film. Deepika's got a scene with him in the film. He's doing action, flying high in the air and doing some. So all that is actually a part and parcel of it. It helps, I think, the rendition of the story. Also, yes, it makes me elevate two different worlds or bring about two worlds. One, an alien, plastic, glamorous, sexy, sensual, attractive world of cinema. And I keep telling everyone this dialogue that, you know, my problem in the film is I've got too many security guards around me. And, you know, I have to take this big plane and land up in this small village. This is my problem. And the problem of Lara Datta is that usko 4 ande chahiye. जिसके एवज में उसको अपनी बकरी का दूध देना है. But उसकी प्रॉब्लम ये है कि बकरी ने एक हफ्ते से दूध नहीं दिया है. So, you know, there are these two different worlds and they collide or clash or meet. And that's the interesting part of the story. So it was very important to have this unreal, you know, Lara sitting or Irfan जो है जेब में 1 रुपया लेकर घूम रहा है कुछ खरीदने के लिए. While when Shah Rukh Khan lands, the lakhs of people spending lakhs of rupees just to take a look at him. So it's a kind of a dichotomy or dichotomous world we are trying to show.
But isn't Kareena complaining she's been wanting to do a movie with you for the longest time? So, you know, she does these bits for you, but she wants to do a big movie with you.
No, inshallah, I'll do a film with Kareena. It'll only be great to work with her. I love her. Or, but, you know, no film has been like that. And Chak De, she couldn't have found a part. Dawn, she was there. I wish she was there, but Priyanka and Kareena both were there. So yeah, whenever there is a film, inshallah, I'd love to do it. I told Karan also, whenever. I mean, I love Kareena. I worked with her in a second film, or third. And then I worked with her in Kabhi Khushi Kabhi Gum. So it's been a long time and I love her, so I wish to work with her, yes, inshallah. We'll get a film which is longer. For now, at least, she's sweet. She said, okay, I'll come and do this song for you.
In your own movie, you know, this is the first time you're not playing the central character all by yourself. I mean, you're sharing the platform with Irfan.
The movies that we've made ourselves, a lot of times I've not played the central character. Like I personally, if you know Om Shanti is the central character. And Arjun is a hugely important character. Of course, I have more footage in the film, by virtue of having 2 roles. But like, I think this film has got like a parallel kind of, the film is about parallel worlds.
Okay.
So it's not like a completely guest appearance. As a matter of fact, we write it in the film also that starring Irfan Khan, Lara Datta, Om Puri, Rajpal Yadav, Asrani Saab, and incidentally Shah Rukh Khan. So it's just a fun thing. But yeah, there's a...
This is so nice idea. Very sweet.
I think the requirement of the story is such that I should play a certain part. As a matter of fact, when we were editing the film recently, we cut out 2 of my scenes. I'm so much in the film. So I needed to cut it. I said, listen, this is too much of me and not necessary. It mars the film, the flow of the film. So I think I'm there enough. Okay. When people will see it, they're like, hey, good enough. And it's a film unlike what Irfan Khan has ever done, I think. And it's a film unlike Shah Rukh Khan has ever done. So it's a nice, somewhere in the middle kind of film. So it's interesting.
In the movie, Priyanka's done a rap number. Apparently, you discovered her penchant for rap, you know, and she says she wants to become the next Rihanna.
I think she can easily become a big singer and one of these rock starry kind of singers. I think she's really good. She sings well, she looks good, she moves well. And I've not discovered it. I've just seen her, you know, in the world tour we had gone together. I hadn't worked with Priyanka then. Then during Dawn, we used to go out partying at night. And, you know, whenever music used to play, she really grooves well, she really dances well. And then a couple of times she's sung for me, you know, while on long drives or whatever we've been, you know, when world tour is on, then you're sitting in cars and buses and going. So she would like sing, and she sings awesome. And I remember she had to do a little singing bit, record it for this world tour, and she sang, and I'm like, which singer has sung for Priyanka? And they said, no, Priyanka sang it herself. That's the first time I heard it. Ganesh Hegde had got me the tape. And I think she's got a fantastic voice, and she's naturally a little hip hop and cool, kind of babe.
Dresses like a rapper.
Yeah, she's really sexy, I think, in that mold, and otherwise also. But I think when we were doing the song, I told Preetham, you know, Priyanka has to do this song because she's, you know, she grooves and whatever moves to this kind of, yeah, she's really cool about it, and it comes naturally to her, you know. So when she's dancing, you can tell that she's really comfortable with it and so yeah, she's very good, and I hope she'll become a big rock star.
You know, till now, for all your home productions, you worked with all your friends. You know, this is the first time you're working with somebody, you know, who's not in your inner circle, Priyadarshan.
No, Priyan's also a friend, yeah. Anyone who works with me is a friend. Anyone who doesn't work with me is not a friend. It's like the awards. If they give it to me, then they're good. If they don't, they're not. But Priyan I've known for years, actually. And I've talked with him. Ratan Jain has known him. Ratan Jain is a friend. So I've known Priyan sir for a long time. And we've always discussed films, never come down to a conclusion.
Okay.
But this one just happened. I was also a little free. I'd just been dropped out of Robot and Three Idiots. And I didn't have anything to do. And, you know, Priyan came with this story and he said, it's a film we can make in about 50, 60 days. And I need 30 days of yours. And I was, you know, available. And I really got touched by the story. I'll tell you honestly. Even Lara, though she felt that her role might not be the greatest, she got touched by the story. You know, a lot of actors didn't want to do it because to play a 12-year-old's mother and all. But when they hear the story, they're like, oh, it's a very sweet story, you know. And some of us just decided to be part of it. Priyan's very funny. He's very fast. And he's very furious. No, he's quite a great guy to work with because this is his 75th film, so his knowledge about cinema is amazing. Mani Kandan is there, who shot, Sabu sir, who's our team, Preetham, who's really sweet, and he's done amazing work for us. So it was, and all the girls, all of us are friends. Irfan became a friend. And we had a great time shooting the film in Pollachi. We used to have this little bar where we used to sit down, play carom at night, and, you know, party and dance and sing and talk. So it's been a great time making this film. And Priyan is really funny. Very few people know this, but he's got a great sense of humor. And he shoots very fast. I like him. He starts early, and at 6 o'clock it's pack up, and he finishes much more than what was required. So it's real fun having worked with him.
Is it true that Irfan actually did a haircutting course for this film?
I think he practiced haircutting on his son. His son was complaining.
Okay.
He met me in Pollachi one day, and but he had some people telling him how to use, you know, this special way hairdressers and hairstylists hold things. And I've been noticing I'm doing films about only hairstylists. Even in Rab Ne Bana Di Jodi, my friend is a hairstylist. And then this one, and even in My Name is Khan, I think Kajal works in a salon. Okay. So I've been actually shooting a lot of scenes in hair salons. But Irfan practiced a bit. He's a very conscientious, intense actor. And really nice to work with. And in the film, of course, he's really wonderful, he and Lara. And yeah, he did practice for about, I know for a fact on the sets there used to be someone telling him whenever his shots came here.
Another movie about a common man after Rab Ne.
Yeah, and this one is again like, you know, taking two different worlds. Rab Ne wasn't about two different worlds. Rab Ne was about just one man and his wife. But this film is this is a presentation of a common world and supposedly an extraordinary or superficially larger than life kind of world, which is supposedly films. It's an outsider's view of what cinema can be like, mixed with a common man's thought. You know, there's a scene in it where some people are saying, "Humne suna hai Aamir Khan ka kutta bhi doodh se nahata hai." You know, so it's like people have some weird notions of it. Also, I've always wondered, when we go and do a long stint of a shoot in some small town, does it affect the life of people after we've left it? Like I met this lady in Darjeeling. I'd gone for Main Hoon Na after I'd gone for Raju Ban Gaya Gentleman, and she showed me her childhood picture, and she said, you know, I've become a reporter because last time when I was young and I wanted to meet you, the only people who were allowed to meet you were reporters. So I grew up, I'll be a reporter because then you can meet Shah Rukh Khan. And it was very strange that I've gone there 12, 13 years later and she's a grown-up lady and she says, look, it was true. So it has...
Oh my God. This is an amazing story.
It's affected somebody's life and we don't even know that. So I just wanted to experiment and understand that. And Priyan had this film which was doing exactly that. It's been made in Malayalam. I haven't seen that. But I just felt if we have this take on the film, it sort of makes me feel as a Red Chillies producer or part owner that, you know, it's nice to try and, you know, experiment with this, yeah.
The reactions to Rab Ne were pretty mixed, you know. How did you react to those reactions?
Mixed only. I also react to them mixed. Whoever didn't like it, I want to tell them get lost. Those who liked it, I said I love you. My reactions were mixed to the mixed reactions. I'm very honest. If somebody likes me and my film, I like them. If they don't like me and don't like my film, I don't like them. I keep it simple. Like when the critics praise my film, they're good critics. When they don't praise it, they're bad critics. That's why I find it very strange when, when critics pan your film, then you're like, oh God, what does he know? What does she know? And when they praise your film, you use them as part of your advertising. I mean, isn't that strangely, I think that's very weird.
What's with, the cold vibes with all the other actors? Like suddenly there seems to be like a kind of cold war with all the heroes. What competition?
I don't have any cold war with anyone here. I've maintained that. I'm too above this by nature and by the way I work. I don't have time to really have fights with anyone. But yes, I do notice in media sometimes you guys also further it because it helps everybody's way of, you're from a gossip magazine, so you guys like to talk about this stuff, which is okay. It's part and parcel of media that we have and live in. I don't take it personally. But if I don't like something, I'll say it. I'm very clear about it. I have a sense of humor. But if somebody doesn't understand it, I apologize. But overall, I don't think there is anyone. People tell me there's X camp, Y camp. I don't have a camp. I have a few friends and I work with them and I'm very happy. I've been doing it for 20 years and I will stick to do that. I'll still want to make my films do well, which they have been. And I'm quite happy with that. But if somebody says something untoward, there was a time when I used to just keep quiet and say, "Yaar, chalo yaar, usne keh diya hai, usko aisa laga hai." But now recently I've decided, if you ask me something, I'll reply back absolutely honestly and the way it should be. I'm not here for taking any nonsense from anyone.
You were upset with some of Aamir's statements recently that he said something, he's better at PR, and then that.
Yeah, I think he should talk about himself, not about me. I think he should restrict it to praising his film, praising himself, and not talking about my PR or marketing. What he does, I don't question. I think he's wonderful. I've always praised and said that he's really a fantastic actor. He does his job very well. He's conscientious. I don't think he should get into the territory of what I do because he doesn't know me well enough to comment on that, and I don't like it. He named a dog after me, which is okay. I say, okay, that's a joke. So XYZ things, when they say, it's all right, but beyond that, I think he should restrict himself to... I also wonder, why do I prey on his mind so much? He should do his job. He's working hard. Tell him to work hard and continue with what he does and be happy for what God has given me. Don't be unhappy for what God has given me. He should just enjoy what he has instead of not enjoying what others have.
So you'll allow Billu to give Gajini haircuts in the future?
I'm not Billu. And I don't think I need to cut anybody's hair to become famous. I just act to be famous. I just be in a movie to be famous. I just walk and I breathe to be famous. I just have to be famous. I don't need to cut anybody's hair to become famous.
And any patch
Wow. Man. What a badass answer.
up on the horizon with Salman?
No, I don't wake up in the morning thinking about matchups. I think about what my daughter is going to say to me, what my son is going to say to me, the films that I do, Kolkata Knight Riders, and the 100 kids who work with me, about their futures.
It was a proud moment for India, when you were at the Golden Globes and, introduced as the king of Bollywood. And it felt really nice amongst all these stars. So, who did you feel like grabbing right there? Because Anil Kapoor grabbed Tom Cruise and gave him this big hug.
I wanted to grab Catherine Zeta-Jones, Penelope Cruz, Jennifer Lopez, all of them. They are so beautiful, man. They're all taller than me. They're gorgeous women. And gorgeous men, actually. They're all good-looking, well-dressed, and really happy. Actually, what I really liked in Golden Globes, that all the actors and actresses there were really happy, like a community, to be there.
Right.
They weren't there for themselves. They were there for the awards. And that was really nice. I think that makes them even more attractive. I wanted to grab Clint Eastwood. I wanted to grab Dustin Hoffman. There were so many of them. Johnny Depp. They were so cool, man. And the ladies were really beautiful. I was stunned. They're all very beautiful. But when you see them in real life, they're really stunning. Angelina Jolie, they're beautiful, yeah. And so I think Anil should have also grabbed all the girls. I don't know. Maybe at the Oscars, he should quickly grab some girls now.
Any regrets about not doing the movie?
No, not at all.
What you were off a slumdog.
I've got a very simple thing in life. Jo mera hai, wo acha hai. Jo mera nahi hai, it was never meant to be. So it was never meant to be, and I have only good wishes for Danny and Anil and Rahman and Gulzar and Rasool. They made us very proud, and the small kids. I worked with one of them in a serial, I think, in an ad. I think all my best to them for the Oscars, for the BAFTA, for all the awards. It's a good film.
And finally, like, how was it catching up with all your old friends, Kajol, Karan, you know, and My Name is Khan?
You know, people keep asking me as if me and Kajol don't meet. We only meet when we are doing a film. She comes over, her daughter comes over. I've gone over to her house. We talk with each other, including that I speak with Ajay also. It's not that I don't speak to him, and people keep making these things. But we are in touch. Karan comes every alternate day here. It was nice. Tanuja auntie was there, the daughter was there, and Tish was there. It was nice to be working. Actually, I tell everyone, when we're working together, it doesn't seem like work. So it's like, you know, being at home. And that feeling of homeliness is interesting.
Great. Thank you so much and all the best for the movie.
Thank you.
This was very interesting and unexpected. There was so many cool one-liners within the interview. Shah Rukh Khan said them without thinking for a second, but they were like really well-written punchlines. His wit is incredible. And about Barber controversy. It was one of the most unreasonable issues I have ever heard about. Whole thing was very nonsensical, but I liked how Shah Rukh Khan dealt with it. And to say the truth, I didn't know about that phase of the relation between Shah Rukh and Aamir Khan. He looked really angry. But still, I think he talked about it very gracefully. I am happy that later everything was sorted out with Aamir Khan and Salman Khan. Thank you for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. And please, share your thoughts in the comments section below. See you.